Next time, I will come and I check it out.
Yeah, we have our local and traditional food, like sim. You grind and squeeze out oil out of sim that has not been fried, and then being next to the river, we are known to be the fish people. We eat fish. Like Mariland is so beautiful. We have, like when I was mentioning, have few different sites and all that. Coming here, we have a story of Ogungbo. I don't know if you've heard the guy was called Ogungbo.
No, I've not.
Yeah,
heard.
It's half human, half snake, and all that. Yeah, we have those stories, those historical stories. So Madi, you just have to visit Madi to discover more about it, especially when you interact. I'm sure you've had a very great experience with Madi. But right now, when you're in Ara, you actually experience the entire Madi sub-region.
Yeah.
The river is just right across.
Yeah.
You ship on the Nile, we call it the Albert Nile. We have, like I said, the bird watching, setting of the sun, and all that. Just come to Madiland. Come and catch the vibe. We are full vibe. Beauty. If you want to know beauty, by the way, it's believed that beautiful girls come from these other regions. But trust me, when you come here, you get beauty.
You really had to plug that in.
You get beauty and a half.
I believe myself. I've interviewed a contemporary of yours. I believe she's a friend of yours. Yes. She's one of the best female artists from the West. That is Fiona, Fifi Music. Yeah, and she, that one, she's a heartbreaker. She looks like one. But yeah, speaking about your career, it's kind of broad. I even wonder how you find balance and do such things, which is amazing as a young person thriving and trying to do things. So one most important one, and that caught my attention, is you train, right? You train. Is it beauty pageants or Miss Tourism something?
Miss Tourism West Nile.
What does it mean? Like, are you interacting with these young girls? What do you teach them? What do you tell them?
I would say, actually, I would love to first make this statement and request all the young girls out there, as long as you're above the age of 18 and you have a certificate at least, to enroll for these beauty pageants, because at the end of the day, you're going to leave changed. You come, like whenever these girls come in, they come in as different people, but we ensure that they leave when there is a change. Something has changed about you. What do we do at the boot camp? That is why we call it a boot camp. You come to learn. Do away with the walks and what have you. We have classes with them. We get different people to come to talk to them. They are taught cyberbullying. They're taught how to write projects. You're taught how to carry yourself as a lady and as a queen, and how to talk public speech, and all that is being taught in the boot camp. And the girls who have come in the boot camp, even if first of all, making it to the boot camp or contesting in this pageant already makes you a winner. And everything, all the questions these girls meet on the stage or on the runway that day on the platform being asked is being taught. So basically, when we're doing Miss Tourism West Nile, we teach them the region, the West Nile region as a whole, the different cultures, the different tourism sites in West Nile, because we have beautiful ones. And just to say, like, you are ushered into West Nile right at Pakwach Bridge. That is where you come into West Nile. And the sweetest fish that you don't get in any other district or any other region, unless it's carried to that place, is Onang Nang.
And it's called Michael, a.k.a. Michael.
Onang Nang.
Yeah, Michael.
Yes, Onang Nang. So it comes from the West Nile region. So we teach them all that and how you can do a project. Like when you get out there, how to make use of yourself. Are you just going to sit back and fold your hands? We teach them a lot of things like the beauty of a woman is not about going around and sleeping with every man. It's okay to put on what you feel you're comfortable in, but it's okay to value yourself as a woman and carry yourself in the right way.
You're busy creating great ambassadors, and you're all about women empowerment. Go, girl. All right, so let's toss to the best part of West Nile people have not discovered yet, and that's Ara. Such a beautiful place. All right, we take a break. Chilling returns back shortly. Don't move an inch or touch that remote control, otherwise you will have a problem with me. Bye, and come back and join us. if you're just joining us, I've been on this mission, all right, which I keep on preaching and spreading the gospel, that I'm trying to explore the West Nile and to see what it can best offer us. Today, I decided to sit down with an amazing lady who has a cocktail of a personality. Yo, she does each and everything. And speaking of cocktails, right? Or cocktail in full figures, famous words. We are sipping on one here at Ara Fishing Lodge. Man, an amazing place. They have the best mixologists, they have the best baristas. You can have, it's like as if you're in Kampala, this kind of experience, or as if you're on some beach somewhere, maybe at Bahamas or Ibiza. But even this is way better than that experience. So we are going to continue with our conversation after, of course, I take a sip of this. Don't worry, I won't get drunk. It's good, but it's not that strong. So Jetty, I'm loving your conversation. You, amongst all the guests that I've sat with when I came here, all right, you are the most fascinating one, because I can't really put my finger on what is it that you really do best amongst all this. Are you just this best trainer, or you're this best coach when it comes to netball? What do you do? What is your forte in all this, like the cocktail of experiences that you do?
Well, I would say I love everything I do, because I do it with passion. I don't do things because people want me to do them, but I do things because I feel comfortable doing them, and at the end of the end of the day, they make me proud. But what I enjoy doing most is like trying to pump sense into someone, or trying to, how would I say, trying to uplift someone, or trying to make someone know the value they hold. I would say that is peer education, or the training of the Miss Tourism girls and something like that. Talking about Miss Tourism, by the way, the girls boot camped here at Ara Fishing Lodge, so they had a beautiful experience, the cool morning breeze, the setting of the sun, the sweet melodies from the birds very early in the morning, and then actually, they want to come back.
They want to come back.
They really want to come back. They're telling us, Miss Jetty, we want to have a get-together party in Ara.
Yeah, you guys had a blast. I think I saw some of the pictures with our friend, Boniface. He took some still pictures. You went at the mountain, right? With them, there was this big entourage of dancers that were inviting you, and that, man, I wanted to go to that mountain, but time. But listen, I promise to come back, because West Nile has surprised me, and people are going to be shocked with what they've seen over this time that I've interviewed people around here. So tell me, Miss Jetty, what mantra do you live by in life? What keeps you going in life? What is that one thing that you keep on saying to yourself that keeps you going as an empowering woman, of course?
I always tell myself, I know I am a part of my history, but my history is not what I am.
Say that again.
I know I am a part of my history, but my history is not what I am. As a young lady, growing up, I've come through a lot of different challenges that keep me going.
Which kind of challenges? Let's identify one or two.
One, it's touching, but yes, it's all about accepting and living with it. I'm a rape victim.
Oh,
but
wow.
Yeah. I was once a rape victim. So yeah, but it doesn't kill it. I have a story to tell. There are a lot of young girls out there that I have to touch their lives. Yeah, it's not easy, but it's all about acceptance. Not everyone is going to have the kind of support I had, because my family is very supportive. Very, very supportive. But the community views you in different ways. Some people are going to be positive, others are going to be negative. But what is your stand as the victim?
Let me get the full gist. What happened? How did it happen, and when did it happen? I really wanna you see, such touching stories are good. People get to relate. You're not the only one. There are hundreds of girls that pass through this, and others that will pass through this. I wanna see how you coped with this, and like what kept you going. How do you forgive yourself, or forgive the person, the perpetrator? I want to say that.
Well, I would laugh. I'm laughing because you asked me. I feel that is a very stupid question, but it's okay when you tell me how do you forgive the person.
Okay.
You don't forgive the person. Like, it's not real. You can't fake it.
I know you're saying this out of anger, right? Are you still angered by that?
I'm
what
not.
happened?
I've not. Like I said, it's all about acceptance. It has happened. Am I going to kill myself over it? No. But what am I going to do It has happened to me. I'm not going to be the last person it's happening with. But am I going to change someone's life from the experience I had? It happened in 2010. I was in my primary 7 vacation, and it was a police officer that was supposed to take care of me. Wow. And yeah, that is it. That is the little I can put for now. Yeah, but like I said, that is why I said, I know I am a part of my history, but the history is not what I am. It didn't stop me from achieving the goals, and it is not stopping me from going to get what I want to get. In fact, it has helped me step up in my games. It has made me want to give back to the communities, especially the girl child. That is why when you look at me, I love talking to different young girls. Different occasions. That's why I told you I'm a peer educate. I sit out with different girls, talk to them, educate them. That is why I ended up doing songs, writing educative songs. When I'm writing a song, I'm putting out a content in it and all that, yes.
How have you found closure within time, and yeah, how have you found closure with what happened to you?
Well, like I said, your family plays a very big role in it.
They stuck with you.
They stuck, yeah. My mom, my brothers, my aunties, my uncles have been there with me since day one up to now, because they know it's not something you're just going to let go and forget about it completely. No, you're going to live with it. Are they going to be there for you too? We all listen to people. Like, I had to see different therapists and all that, different counselings, prayers. Like, it made me get deep-rooted to Christ, to know the Lord more. I'm crazy, yes, but when it comes to things to do with the Lord, I don't joke. I really don't joke about it.
That's very emotional, Jetty. But like, you're very strong-hearted. Your heart is built like a rock. Where do you get this from? Is it from your mom, your dad? Like, is it uprooted from your childhood? How are you so this resilient? Like, you can't check. You speak with a lot of boldness, and man, tell me, I'm fascinated by this. Another girl will be breaking down on camera, and you know what, this and this, because you understand the magnitude of such an incident happening to such a young girl. You know, it's so demeaning, it's so embarrassing, it is so, man, you can't just speak it out of loud. Where do you get this strong heart of resilience?
To me, I still take it back to my family, especially my mom. Yeah. I sit out with her. I have a straight talk. We call it a straight talk at home with her. She sits me down and tells me, my daughter, there is ABCD. I will call her a lioness, yes. And two, the strength, it's not like I'm that strong like people see out. And sometimes I fall back and break down. Like, I've never, you try to forget, but you don't forget. But regardless, like I said, mindset, you have to accept it. It has happened. There is nothing I'm going to change about it. I'm going to live with it. But yeah, sometimes you break down, you don't tell and all that. But if I come out, if I'm going to break down in front of many people, how is someone going to change? How is someone going to, fine, they feel my pain, I feel my pain too. But regardless, life moves on. Like, that it's just there. I was brought up and raised as a kid. My mom would always tell me, speak your mind. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. If you're going to do it and give it your best. No matter what people are going to say, just focus. This is not going to ruin your life. It has happened, but you still have a life to live. What stories do you want to tell to the younger victims that are going to go through the same experience? Do you want them to break down, or you're going to stand tall and walk them through the path of the journey? So yeah, to me, like,
what because I know this,
and maybe the fact that I got exposed at a younger age.
Exposure in terms of what?
In terms of good exposure, not bad exposure. I will not say bad ones. I got to get on radio at a younger age. From the age of 7, I was already on radio, doing different kids shows. I was on Radio Purchase with Elizabeth, amen. To her, I was on Voice of Life doing the participatory youth radio program, whereby when we are doing the programs, we are talking about, like, let me tell you, today we'll talk about prostitution. You go out there and find the challenges, what is pushing these young people. We talk about idleness and compose songs about them, like different things. You talk about different topics. So yeah.
Singing and composing songs, is it part of your cultural system? Like, do you mostly infuse messages through songs?
Yes.
Okay, because I've also heard Fifi's songs are really so, they have strong message. Okay, now tell me this. So what happened to your career? What happened to the radio thing? Why didn't you pursue it? What happened? How comes? Is it working? Or what's that situation like?
I stopped going on radio immediately I got done with my mass communication and journalism. I studied it from UMCAT, School of Mass Communication and Journalism. Yeah. So when I got done, my first job was not on radio. I got a job whereby I went and worked in Kabale. But before that, I was working with Skywave in Arua. Yeah. And it was a different whole experience. We were dealing in functions, assembling things and all that. In Kabale, I was working with Chico, a construction company. And then I came back to Adjumani and started working with, I volunteered at Action Against Hunger, and then I worked with UNCDF, which is a school pay in particular. Then I'm with Train a Girl Uganda. That is where my passion was. Like, I always wanted to give back to the community. There is me being on air, but it does not give me the mandate or enough voice to go and put out there. And you know there are challenges. And as a young girl who has a story to tell, I really wanted to do something for myself. Something that no one is going to push me or not working under anyone, but something that I'm going to do with passion to give back to the community. Okay. Yeah, but I will surely go back. I will surely go back on radio. It does not kill the fact that I'm a media personnel. But
have you thought about coming up with your own movement in sort of like maybe it could be an NGO, could be a company under your names that creates this safe haven for girls? You can create shelter for them. Have you thought of something like that?
I'm working on it.
You're working on it?
I'm working on it. It's called, I don't know if I should put it out there, but it's something to do with rehabilitating a girl child. Okay. I'm working on it, seriously working on it. That is where my whole heart lies. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Well, this has been a great conversation, and man, we have to call it a wrap. I know guys are going to start warning me. Please stay enjoying your cocktail. And how can people follow you? Because you're doing such great work for the public. How can people follow you online?
Dollar Jetty on Facebook.
Okay.
Dollar Jetty 370 on Gmail. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, Twitter. Still the same handle, Dollar Jetty. Yeah. Jetty on TikTok and Snapchat. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Dollar, what do you think about people that are so judgy? Have you ever been in a victim of that? Like, you enter somewhere and somebody stereotypes you to belong to a certain group of people.
I would say I've so much been judged. People don't get to know you and want to conclude about you. But something I would say is like they say, do not judge a book by its cover. It's a saying, yeah? But how would I frame it? Simple. I'm not a judgmental person. I don't judge people. Yeah. I can look at you, I don't judge you. I want to know you. Yeah. And if I see something wrong with you, I want to know why you're doing it. Just in simple terms, yeah, I've been judged severally, but I have this
What
thing.
Have they called you? Like, what have they, misjudgment, what have they said about you, those people, when they met you the first time?
Of course, I've received a lot of names, especially some people meet you and just look at you and be like that, oh. You get, like, they call you either as a slut, a prostitute, something like that. Yeah, they don't know you, they just look at you. And maybe they see how you're dressing up and they conclude, not knowing that my mother will always tell me it's the inner. It's more of the inner beauty. But people say normally that people look at you and judge you from your looks, which is not a good thing. But when they get to know me, they get to know me better. And when you judge me, I give you the room. I don't have to prove myself, or I don't have a mandate. In my heart, I'll be like, you'll be fine. I always tell myself, the person will be fine. And with time, it's about me proving you wrong. Yeah? So when you don't see me doing the things you think I'm doing, eventually your mindset about me is going to change. So I'm not going to walk to you or attack you and start yapping. No. I'll just be like, it's okay.
You don't even need to work hard to prove them anything, because somebody has already set their perception about you, and it will never change. You get? So they don't deserve your effort. What does the future look like for Miss Jetty Dollar? How does the future look like for you? Let's say in about 10 years from now.
10 years is a lot.
It's a lot. Okay, let's take it slow. 5 years.
Very bright.
Yeah, very bright. In terms?
Very, very bright.
In terms of what?
In terms of everything.
Okay.
Yeah, in 5 years from now, trust me.
Are we looking at an Oprah Winfrey in the making?
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. But in 5 years from now, I'm working on a book about my story, and I want to use it as a platform.
You're writing a book?
I'm writing a book.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm writing a book.
Writing books takes time. Is it like an autobiography about yourself?
Basically, I will say the most content in it is what I've been through and how I'm overcoming it, because it's not like I've overcome it. It's a whole process. You keep overcoming it day by day. Different things, different challenges dropping, and you keep overcoming them. So in 5 years from now, I'm going to be that rich auntie vibes.
Go, girl. That's my girl. That's the confidence I want to see. And I give you a tip when moving forward. Like, there's what we call intellectual property. Okay, so try as much. Okay, I'm putting my fellow journalists under the bus, but try as much not to say your stories like on radio or on TV, because now people won't be related. Okay, they already have to know this, so you have no content to write in the book, right? So limit yourself as much as you can. When you go on interviews, talk about something like public, but not so personal about you. Like that story is quite precious, but very sad. Everything about my life has changed. I've learned to be open-minded, listen to conversations. My perception about life has changed. My ideology and what I had come to West Nile has really changed. These people are really so fascinating. They have amazing stories. Ara has changed my life in terms of relaxability. I'm going to go back to Kampala a very changed man, so relaxed. I've had massage, I've had steam bath, I've swum so many times. I've been on Albert Nile as many times as I've ever been in my life. So I dare you, or I implore you to come and check out this experience. All right. Thank you very much. This has been Chilling, and West Nile has served me a buffet. Cheers once again. Bye and take care. Have a good night.